And it's 20-12. Franklin with the lead. 13-14 left to go. Into the front court, Young gets it off to Metters. Metters feeds it right-hand side to Tanner Close. Close with it, top of the key, Young. Young back over to Close. Close with it, right side. Gets it back out, top of the key to Young. He'll put it up from the three-point range, no good, and the rebound taken down by Peyton Mills. Mills brings it up from right to left, gets it back out front on the right side. Spinning into the lane is Gutierrez, and he'll be fouled on the way to the bucket by Peyton Metters. Metters. 12:51 left to go. And going line left is Gutierrez. And he drills the first one. Came in shooting 76% from the field. Into the ball game now for Franklin is Jordan Anderson. Anderson checks in as Gutierrez hits the second one. He's got 4 in the ball game. Anderson checks in, averaging just under 5 points a game, a 5'10 senior. Between the circles is Avery Paddock, who's just checked into the ball game. Kicks it over on the left-hand side to Thompson. Top of the key, Close inside the arc from 18. Got it. Close has got 2. Lions are playing the style of basketball that Franklin wants them to play. With the basketball, Ismail Jones is checked into the backcourt also. Jones kicks it over to Gutierrez. Gutierrez around a pick by Krause. Now looks for Krause. Gets it back over on the right-hand side to Anderson. Anderson kicks it over to Gutierrez. Left wing 3, short. Rebound comes out long, and it'll be taken down by Anderson of Franklin as they get another offensive rebound. Anderson clears it off to Gutierrez. He'll drive inside the lane. Stop. Pop it off the glass from 5. Got it. Gutierrez with 6. And with 11:58 left to go, it is 24-14. Franklin with the 10-point lead. Close gets it back over to Peyton Metters. Metters with it, off to Reese Thompson. Thompson back out to Metters, gets it over to Close. Close drives the lane. He'll lay it up with the left hand, left side of the lane, no good. And the rebound taken down by Danny Goggins, who's into the ball game. Goggins clears it off up the floor to Gutierrez. Put it up, no. Gutierrez again, no. Gutierrez again, no. And the rebound taken down in the right corner by Anderson. Back out to Ismail Jones. He'll drive the lane, throw up a floater from 5. Got it. Boy, Franklin in a danger zone right here against the Lions as Cedric Woods will bring it up. They lead it by 12. Into the front court, Paddock gets it off to Close. Close to the free throw line on the left-hand side. Thompson back to Close. He'll drive right to the lane. Back out front to Metters. Inside the lane, stop. Pop it from 5 off the glass, rim and in. Metters with his first 2, and it's 26-16. Into the front court comes Jones. Jones from right to left, stops right of the lane. Now gets it back out between the circles. Over on the right-hand side to Goggins. Goggins will stop inside the lane with the left hand, lay it up and in. We told you in the pregame show Goggins was really explosive against the Lions 2 years ago, but he hasn't played much this year, just averaging 10 minutes a game. With it is Woods. Woods gets it back out to Metters. Metters back to Woods. Woods left of the lane. He'll put it up with the right hand. Got it to go. Woods with his first 2. Kennedy will bring it across into the front court. Kennedy with the basketball around a pick set by Kraus. Dribbles on the right-hand side. Slips, falls down, picks up his dribble. And then a foul is going to be called. Now check that. It's going to be a timeout taken by Franklin after Kennedy slipped and fell down. 4:42 left to go in this first half. Your score now, Franklin 37 and the Mount 33. Life should be enjoyed, so get up and start. In personal training, they develop a healthy relationship with you and provide a positive, encouraging environment to train. The staff at Iron Sharpens Iron will set up a personal training system that fits you and you alone. And your first session is free. Are you ready to have fun and get in shape? Iron Sharpens Iron serves the greater Cincinnati area. Check them out at isi-pt.com. That's isi-pt.com. Or call them today at 513-748-1538. Well, each team has used 2 timeouts here in the first half, so there are 4 remaining for each one. Kennedy with the basketball after the inbounds, gets it on the right-hand side to Kraus. Kraus underneath, gets it to Mills. Mills, one step, laid it up too hard. Mills got his own rebound, left of the lane. He'll spin into the lane, right-hand hook shot, good. Mills with the bucket, 39-33. Franklin again by 6. 4:24 remaining to go in the first half. Young with it between the circles. Young looks underneath, gets it over on the right-hand side to Close. Close right wing, dribbles up top of the circle. Franklin switching into a 2-3 zone now. Lions tried to feed it off underneath to Tanner Close, knocked free, picked up in the corner by Franklin. They get it up to Kennedy on the break. Top of the key, Kraus. Kraus over on the right wing to Gutierrez. He'll dribble right baseline into the lane, kick it back over into the left corner to Morris for 3. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Franklin underneath their own bucket. Shot clock resets to 20. 3:55 remaining to go in the first half. Putting into play Morris. He'll lob it to Kraus at the free throw line. Kraus taking a jab step in against Close. Stops. Now he'll drive right to the lane. Shut off by Close, but stops, pops it from 7. No good. Rebound taken off the floor by Brady Thomas. Thomas will bring it the other way from left to right for the Lions. 3:40 remaining to go in this first half. Into the front court is Metters. Metters on the right side against the 2-3. Got the ball knocked free, but goes over to Tanner Close after he regained control. Left wing Thomas, left of the lane to Young. He'll spin to the baseline, lay it up with a left hand, good. Young has got 6 in the ball game, 39-35. Lions down by 4, but again, this game being played at the pace of the Grizz. With it between the circles on the right-hand side is Mills, goes right of the lane, back out front to Morris. Morris feeds it over on the left-hand side to Gutierrez. Gutierrez looking down low for Mills, got the ball popped free, but goes over to Kraus, right of the circle, back out front to Kennedy. Kennedy now to Mills. Mills dribbles left of the lane. He'll stop, pop it from 5, around the rim, hung it on the iron, no, and the rebound taken down by Mills. Mills, check out, that was Morris who made that shot, and then Mills lost it out of bounds, but it was last touched by Devin Young, and it will stay with Franklin underneath their own bucket on the right side. 2:51 left to go in the first half. Gutierrez will put it in play. Gutierrez lobs it out front to Borden Kennedy. Kennedy dribbles inside to the lane and gets it back over the left-hand side of the lane to Mills. He'll put it up on a shot inside the lane, but they'll say he shuffled the feet before that happened, and the turnover gives it back to the Lions. 2:43 left to go. Lions will bring it across, down by 4, 39-35. This game definitely as up-tempo as Franklin wants it to be. Now they switch back to the man-to-man. Young gets it off to Close. He'll drive left of the lane, laid up with a right hand, though, and the reverse got it to go. Close with 4, 39-37. Coming the other way, Gutierrez. He'll lay it up. No, and the rebound tapped off the glass and into the hands of Peyton Metters. Metters now hands it off to Brady Thomas, and the Lions, trying to be patient offensively, gets the basketball to Young, top of the circle, now to Close. Close spins, gets it over on the left-hand side to Thompson, back to Close, top of the circle. Close dribbles over to the right side of the front court, back to Young. Young on a bounce pass to Thompson, laid it up and in on the back door. Reese Thompson has tied the ball game up at 39. Lions have erased a 10-point lead. With it is Kennedy. Kennedy kicks it over into the left corner to Gutierrez. He'll drive left baseline, lay it up again. No good. Rebound tapped into the corner. Picked out of the air by Tanner Close. 2 Grizzlies are down, and Devin Young is down underneath the bucket. He looks like he got hit across the forehead. Close is going to drive the lane, lay it up and in. Nonetheless, and now the official in the backcourt will take a timeout, and Devin Young appears to be a little spacey as Tanner Close has got 6, and he gives the Lions the lead at 41-39, and Devin Young will have to leave the ball game. Avery Paddock will check back in. Not sure what happened to Young underneath, but 2 Grizzlies fell to the floor, and so did Young on that last transition. So Franklin has the basketball down by 2, 41-39. With it is Kennedy. Kennedy on the right-hand side. Hooks a pass over on the left lane to Gutierrez. Now back on top side to Krause for 3. Rattled it home. Krause with another 3-pointer. And it gives Franklin the lead again at 42-41, a minute 10 to go in the half. With it is Paddock. Now back out to Thomas. Thomas on the right wing close. Back to Brady. Brady left of the circle. Dribbles it back outside the 3-point arc. Now to Paddock. Hands it off to Close. Close spins it over to Thompson. Now back to Close. He almost fell down with the dribble. Gets it now to Paddock. 5 on the shot clock. Paddock is going to drive left of the lane all the way to the hole. Laid it up and in. Avery Paddock with his first 2, and the Lions have regained the lead at 43-42. With him between the circles is Kennedy. Kennedy looking outside, now goes inside, now back over into the corner to Gutierrez for the long 3. Hit the back iron, hit the top of the backboard, pulled down underneath by Mills. He'll put it right back up with the right hand up and in. Mills has got 10, and he gives Franklin the lead again at 44-43 as we go back and forth. Shot clock is off. 18 seconds to go in the first half. Lions with the basketball. They get the ball to Close. Close top of the circle. Now back outside on the right side to Thomas. Back out near the center circle to Avery Paddock. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Hands it off to Thomas. Thomas spins to his left. Now back to the right. Around a pick by Paddock. Right of the lane. He'll stop, pop it at the buzzer. Won't go, and that'll end the first half of play. And your score at the end of the first 20 minutes of action, it's been a good one. Back and forth. It's a 1-point lead for the Grizz. They lead at 44-43 here at the half at the Harrington Center on UltimateSportsTalk.com. Minutemen Staffing in Cincinnati has been helping companies large and small meet their production challenges for over 35 years. What makes Minutemen Staffing different? The people. Minutemen Staffing has learned never to take a customer for granted. We feel a sense of honor and humility giving you an opportunity to work. Learn what sets us apart from the other staffing agencies. Minutemen Staffing, located in Fairfield at 6600 Dixie Highway. Minutemen Staffing. Call today, 579-0010. Decided a tattoo you had done isn't for you anymore, but you don't want to go through the long, tedious, and sometimes painful removal process? Now you can have it removed using the innovative Pico Way laser technology from Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers. They're on the leading edge of tattoo removal. Located in Greater Cincinnati at 119 Fairfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky. Schedule a free consultation today by calling 866-219-0672. Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers.
At Mount St. Joseph University, our mission is to provide students with an affordable, world-class education in a safe, comfortable, private school setting. Nearly 100% of our incoming undergraduate students receive scholarships, grants, or financial aid. And with small class sizes and a 98% undergraduate career placement rate, the Mount leads the way in educational value and student success. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community. Open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10. You're listening to Mount St. Joseph University basketball on UltimateSportsTalk.com. We're at halftime of today's game, so it's time for the Minutemen Halftime Report. Minutemen Staffing, located at 6600 Dixie Highway in Fairfield. We'll go back to the floor for the stat story and interviews for today's game after this from Minutemen Staffing. Minutemen Staffing wants you. Currently, Minutemen has more positions than workers. Are you in need of work? Maybe a change in direction? Were you laid off and need money to tide you over? Minutemen can help you out. In most cases, on a temporary to permanent work assignment. Many companies have realized the advantages of hiring all their workers through Minutemen Staffing. If you have warehouse, forklift, welding, general labor, or any other kind of industry experience, give Minutemen a call at 513-579-0010 or stop in at 6600 Dixie Highway in Fairfield to fill out an application. We'll put you to work within 24 hours. We go the extra mile to make sure your new position will be the right one. That's what separates Minutemen Staffing from the rest. With more than 35 years experience in the area, Minutemen Staffing can turn your life around. We're proud that we're helping put Cincinnati back to work. Minutemen Staffing, located in Fairfield at 6600 Dixie Highway. Minutemen Staffing, call today at 579-0010. Minutemen Staffing is an equal opportunity employer. While we're back at halftime, your score, allegedly, is 44-43. Franklin on top by a point, but there seems to be some discrepancy down at the scorer's table as to whether or not the Mount has been issued 2 points that they were supposed to be issued early in the ball game, and everybody is checking out the scorebook right now and comparing both sides to see if maybe the Lions lead it here at the half by a point. But right now, officially on the scoreboard, it is 44-43 here at halftime at the Harrington Center. The Division III top 25 men's basketball rankings are out for this week and through the games of last weekend. Swarthmore is still on top in the number 1 spot with a 13-0 record, and right there next to them is Wittenberg at number 2 at 13-0. Emory, St. John's, and Middlebury are 3, 4, and 5. Marietta comes in ranked 8th this week at 12-1 on the season. And then Worcester is at number 20, and they are 11-2 on the year. That's a look at the Division III men's top 25 college basketball scores and rankings for this week. Unable to give you any scores from the Heartland Conference because of the computer snafu that we have had, so unable to bring you any scores about what is happening around the conference. But right now, your score is 44-43. Franklin on top, and they are still looking over the scorebooks to see if maybe a bucket was missed somewhere during that first half of action. Second half action is coming up next, and we'll go over the stat story for the first half and try to tally everything up when we return after this. This Saturday, the Mount St. Joseph Lions are back on the road trying to swat some Yellow Jackets. The Lions have a women's and men's doubleheader scheduled in Defiance. The Lion women are in a fight for the postseason with the Jackets, while the men are just a hot streak away from the postseason. Join me, Dave Mitchell, Saturday afternoon beginning at 12:45 for the broadcast. The women then tip off at 1 with the men at 3. Mount St. Joseph is at Defiance for a Heartland doubleheader, and you can hear it all Saturday at 12:45 on UltimateSportsTalk.com. Minutemen Staffing wants you. Currently, Minutemen has more positions than workers. Are you in need of work? Maybe a change in direction? Were you laid off and need money to tide you over? Minutemen can help you out. In most cases, on a temporary to permanent work assignment. Many companies have realized the advantages of hiring all their workers through Minutemen Staffing. If you have warehouse, forklift, welding, general labor, or any other kind of industry experience, give Minutemen a call at 513-579-0010 or stop in at 6600 Dixie Highway in Fairfield to fill out an application. We'll put you to work within 24 hours. We go the extra mile to make sure your new position will be the right one. That's what separates Minutemen Staffing from the rest. With more than 35 years experience in the area, Minutemen Staffing can turn your life around. We're proud that we're helping put Cincinnati back to work. Minutemen Staffing, located in Fairfield at 6600 Dixie Highway. Minutemen Staffing, call today at 579-0010. Minutemen Staffing is an equal opportunity employer. Dave Mitchell back here at halftime. It's 44-43 still officially, but they are looking over the scoreboard. It appears from up here like the discrepancy is between 3 players for the Lions. Peyton Metters, Reese Thompson, and Cedric Woods. They've got Reese Thompson with 4 points, but I can only remember on my score sheet 2 that he has got. They've got Peyton Metters with no points. points, but I know for a fact that Peyton Metters scored a bucket, and Cedric Woods has got no points on the score sheet. But that would have been taken up by Reese Thompson, who's got 4. So the discrepancy is Peyton Metters. I know he's got 2 points, but they've got him on the scoreboard as not having any. So that's what appears to be the discrepancy, and they'll probably have to go back through the play-by-play and see if they can find out anything that is happening with that. But anyway, nonetheless, Franklin right now officially leads it by a point, 44-43. And they are being led in scoring by 2 players, 10 points each to Sam Gutierrez and Peyton Mills. Mills in 12 minutes, 5 of 6 from the field for those 10 points, and Gutierrez in 15 minutes, 3 of 9 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. 8 points in the ball game going to Matt Krause and Cale Morris. Krause in 13 minutes, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point range. And Cale Morris, 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 3 from three-point range for his 8 points. And he did that all in almost 16 and a half minutes of play. 6 points going to Ismail Jones off the bench in 6 minutes. He was 3 of 3 from the field. And 2 points going to Borden Kennedy in 14 minutes, 1 of 1 from the field in the ball game. Rebounds, Franklin has picked up 15. They've held the Mount to just 8 in the ball game. Remember, we said that was going to be one of the keys in the ball game, was whoever got the most bench scoring and whoever got the most rebounds. Well, Franklin right now is out rebounding the Mount by 7, and as far as bench scoring is concerned, that's even Stevens, 6 apiece. Turnovers, Franklin has committed 6 in the ball game, 5 to Mount St. Joseph here in the first half of action. Turnovers, we already told you that. Points in the paint, Mount 28, Franklin 24, and the biggest lead for each team, Franklin had a 12-point lead. The biggest lead for the Mount was 2 points in that first half. The lead changed hands 4 times, and the game was tied up twice, and that's where we're at right now. In the first half, Franklin shooting 56% from the field on 18 of 32. From three-point range, 4 of 8 for 50%, and from the line, they were 4 of 6 for 67%. And as far as the Lions from the field, they put up 3 less shots, but hit 1 more field goal. 19 of 29 for 65%. From three-point range, they are 3 of 5 for 60%, and 2 of 2 from the line in the first half of action. Lions down by a point right now, 44-43. I'm Dave Mitchell. We'll be back with more after this.
Minutemen Staffing wants you. Currently, Minutemen has more positions than workers. Are you in need of work? Maybe a change in direction? Were you laid off and need money to tide you over? Minutemen can help you out. In most cases, on a temporary to permanent work assignment. Many companies have realized the advantages of hiring all their workers through Minutemen Staffing. If you have warehouse, forklift, welding, general labor, or any other kind of industry experience, give Minutemen a call at 513-579-0010 or stop in at 6600 Dixie Highway in Fairfield to fill out an application. We'll put you to work within 24 hours. We go the extra mile to make sure your new position will be the right one. That's what separates Minutemen Staffing from the rest. With more than 35 years experience in the area, Minutemen Staffing can turn your life around. We're proud that we're helping put Cincinnati back to work. Minutemen Staffing, located in Fairfield at 6600 Dixie Highway. Minutemen Staffing, call today at 579-0010. Minutemen Staffing is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, the Lions are being led by Tanner Close in this first half with 18 points in the ball game in almost 18 minutes of play. He was 8 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from three-point range. He has not been to the line, and he grabbed 1 rebound. 9 points going to Brady Thomas in 18 minutes, 4 of 8 from the field, 1 of 2 from three-point range, and 2 rebounds. Devin Young has got 6 points. He is 3 of 6 from the field in 16 minutes, 0 of 1 from three-point range, and 2 rebounds in the ball game. 4 points going to Reese Thompson officially in the contest. He is 2 for 2 from the field. And 6 points going to Avery Paddock off the bench. Paddock is 2 for 2 from the line in 6 minutes of action, and 2 of 2 from the field in the ball game. But the Lions right now are down by a point, 44-43. We talked to you about the keys in the ball game, rebounding and bench scoring, and right now Franklin is winning the battle off the bench. bench, they have got, on the boards, I should say, they have grabbed 15 rebounds, 6 offensive, 9 defensive. The Lions just 8 total rebounds in the first half, 1 offensive rebound and 7 defensive rebounds for the Lions in that first half of action. And on the bench, we told you, each team has scored 6 points off the bench here this evening. So those were our 2 keys to the ball game. Right now, your score, Franklin 44 and the Mount 43. I'm Dave Mitchell. Second half action is next on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
You're listening to Mount St. Joseph University College Basketball on UltimateSportsTalk.com. We're at halftime of today's game, and you've been listening to the Minutemen Halftime Report. Minutemen Staffing, located in Cincinnati at 6600 Dixie Highway. The second half is next on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Hi, this is Morgan Freeman. Has anyone ever said, you're the picture of health? You look healthy, you feel fine, but that may not be the full picture. Colorectal cancer is the second leading cancer killer of men and women over 50. Since it doesn't always cause symptoms, you may not know you have it. The only way to know is by getting screened. Screening can find precancerous polyps so they can be removed before they turn into cancer. This is one cancer you can prevent. Plus, screening can find colorectal cancer at an early stage when the chance for a full recovery is very high. Talk with your doctor and get tested for colorectal cancer. Medicare and many insurance plans help pay for screening. Get screened. Make sure you are the picture of health.
A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention.
Social media has exploded over the years. The way we interact, receive news, and comment with everything has changed in this decade, and Twitter is where people usually discover what's happening. This is Dave Mitchell. With over 500 million tweets being sent each day, hundreds of millions of people are exploring links, articles, retweets, trends, and moments to find out what's new. Businesses strengthen their brands, friends promote themselves, and some just want more followers and likes. I just want to hear from you. Before, during, or after, send me your comments about the game to my Twitter, OHBB co-host. That's OHBBCOHOST. I hope to hear from you soon. That's OHBB co-host.
So the Lions are down here at halftime, 44-43. As we head into the second half of action, Franklin will start out with their original starting 5. That's Morris, Mills, Krause, Kennedy, and Gutierrez. And for the Lions, they will have the basketball to open up the second half of action. And it will be Thomas who's got the basketball to open up the second half. Metters, Close, and Young. Thomas with it on the right baseline. Spins, lost the handle of the basketball as he fell to the floor, and a foul going over the top will be called on Borden Kennedy. And on Kennedy, that will be his first personal foul. Kennedy with his first. That's the first team foul here in the second half. Thomas will put it in play right of his own bucket. Lions going from right to left across your computer screen. Inbounds pass made to Tanner Close inside the lane. Spins underneath, lays it up and under. Krause couldn't get it as he hit it short. Rebound taken down by Krause. Up the floor to Mills, laid it up and in. Boy, nice transition by Franklin to pick up a 3-point lead now at 46-43. Young, top of the circle against the man-to-man, looking back door. Gets it back over on the right-hand side to Peyton Metters. Metters with it, top of the circle. On the right wing, it goes to Young. Now back over to Tanner Close. Close with it at the right wing, looking outside. Goes back to Metters between the circles. Metters hands it off to Young. Young bounce pass on the back door to Brady Thomas. Laid it up. Won't go. Rebound. Thomas got it back, though. Pump fake. He'll put it up. Blocked from behind by Kennedy. And a foul is going to be called on Brady Thomas. And that was a frustration foul by Brady, and that will be his second. So Thomas hit with his second personal foul, first of the ball game here in the second half for the Lions. 19:09 left to go. in the ball game. Franklin with a 3-point lead in the ball. Kennedy will bring it up from left to right against the man-to-man. Behind the back dribble, spins it over to Gutierrez, lost the handle, but picks it up at the left wing. Now top of the circle, over on the right-hand side to Cale Morris. Morris dribbles inside the lane, laid it up from 10, won't go, but a foul is going to be called, and that's on Reese Thompson. They're going to say he hit Morris on the elbow as he took the shot. That is the second foul on Reese Thompson, second against the Lions as a team, and Morris will shoot the free throw, put it up and in. Morris has got 9 in the ball game, came in shooting 84% from the field. Line right, Morris the second one, put it up and in. He's got 10. And it's 48-43. Lions down by 5 with the basketball. 18:50 left to go in this ball game. Thomas left of the lane. It goes to Young out front. Back over to Thomas on the right side of the key. Top of the circle. Gets it back over to Metters. Over to Thomas. Thomas dribbles right wing. Over to Thompson. Now top of the key to Young. Young looks on the back door. Got it to Reese Thompson. Layered up and in. Reese Thompson's got 6 in the ballgame. Lions really using the overplay by Franklin well. Shot put inside the lane by Mills, put it up, no good, and the rebound taken down by Reese Thompson. Thompson gets it off to Thomas. Lions down by 3. Off to Young. Young looking back door, got it to Peyton Metters, pump fake, put it up, it won't go, but he's fouled. And going line left will be Peyton Metters on the foul called against Sam Gutierrez, his first. Metters and the opportunity to put the shot in. He's scoreless tonight, although I know he made a bucket earlier. Put it up and in. So that is officially his first point of the ball game.
Hey, count that as a basket.
Metters with 1, shooting 84%. Got them both. He's got 2, 48-47. Lions down by a point. The other way comes Kennedy Borden. Now off to Gutierrez, right wing to Morris. Morris dribbles to the right elbow, stops back out front to Gutierrez, hands it off to Kennedy Borden. Now back over in the right corner, Krause. They love to spread the floor, Franklin does, and they go right-hand side to Morris. Morris dribbles up to the right elbow, got the ball knocked free, but right into the hands of Mills. Over in the left baseline to Gutierrez for the 3, got it! Gutierrez said, look what I found. I'll put up the 3, and he drilled it. And it's a 4-point Franklin lead on Gutierrez's 13th point of the night, 51-47. Thomas around a pick by Young, top of the circle. He'll drive right of the lane all the way to the hole, lays it up and in. Thomas with 11. Franklin's really overplaying everything defensively, and that's opening up a lot of back doors for the Lions. 51-49, Borden with it. Gets it off to Gutierrez, free throw line, spins it over to Krause on the left wing. Krause inside the arc to the left of the lane, spins to the baseline, put it up from 5, no good. Rebound pulled down by Peyton Metters. Metters will dribble it out of a crowd. He's got 3 rebounds tonight. Gets it on the right side to Brady Thomas, and he'll bring it across. Thomas, top of the circle. Bounce pass goes to Devin Young. Back over to Thomas, right of the lane. Thomas now top of the key on the left wing to Thompson. Got the ball out to Thomas, tried to feed it underneath, knocked free and stolen away by Borden Kennedy. Kennedy will bring it the other way. Gets it back out front to Morris. Put up the shot, no good, and the rebound chased out long by Brady Thomas. Lions dodge a bullet on their 6th turnover of the evening. Between the circles, Devin Young. Young hands it off to Thomas. Top of the key for the 3. Hit the front iron and the rim, no good. And the rebound taken down by Matt Krause. He's got 4 tonight. Up the floor, Borden. Borden Kennedy with it between the circles. Kennedy with it. Still with the dribble. He runs the point for Franklin. Goes off on the right-hand side. Around a pick by Krause to the baseline. Kicks it off inside to Krause. Lost the handle. Picked off the floor by Thomas. Thomas will lead the break up the right-hand side. He's going to take it all the way to the hole. Stop, pop, block from behind by Krause. Out of bounds, and it'll go back to Franklin. Off of the shoulder of Brady Thomas. Paddock will come back into the ball game for the Lions. And leaving the contest will be Devin Young. 16:01 left to go in the ball game, and the Lions down by 2, 51-49. Kennedy will bring it across the timeline from left to right, guarded by Thomas out of the man-to-man. Now to Gutierrez, who's picked up by Metters. Gutierrez goes down on the left-hand side to Mills, left of the lane. Mills back over to Morris, cross-court over on the right side to Krause for the long 3 at the right wing. Got it. Krause has got 11 on his 3rd 3 of the night. 54-49, again a 5-point Franklin lead. between the circles. Paddock now back out to Thomas. The pace is sort of slowed down here in the second half as the Lions are starting to take control of the pace of the ball game. Thomas gets it back off to Close. Left wing for the three. Came up partially short. Might have been partially blocked. Pulled out of the air by Gutierrez. He'll bring it up top of the key on the left wing to Krause, and he walked with the basketball. So the traveling violation gives it back, and Toby Kerrigan is saying, hey, if you're going to call Reese Thompson for a foul on the elbow, do it down in this end too. He thought Tanner Close got hit on the elbow. Thomas with it. He'll bring it across the timeline into the front court, get it off to Reese Thompson, left sideline. Now Franklin is going to go with a 1-3-1 half-court trap. Thompson with it, left side, off right side to Brady Thomas, down into the corner to Metters. He'll drive inside the lane, stop. He got the ball knocked free, poked off the floor by Krause. Up the floor, Gutierrez ahead of the pack, lays up, blocked from behind by Avery Paddock on a great defensive play. Up the floor, Thomas. Thomas right wing, tried to feed it off to Paddock, got the ball knocked free, stolen away by Franklin. They get a ball up the floor to Gutierrez, all the way to the hole. He'll lay it up. Won't go again. Rebound Paddock. Gets it off to Thomas, and now the Lions are going to slow it up. They got into a run-and-gun match with the Grizz, and they weren't coming out on top of that one. They're down by 5 right now at 54-49. Paddock with it, top of the key, now to Thomas. On the left wing, Thompson. Underneath the Paddock. Lost the handle out of bounds. That's 8 turnovers compared to 8 for Franklin. Joel Day's going to come into the ball game now. And leaving will be Reese Thompson. Day did not play in the first half. This is his first trip to the floor.
Good job, good job, good job.
Comes in averaging 5 points a ball game. The sophomore reserve point guard for the Lions. Cedric Woods is back into the ballgame, along with Devin Young, who's out on the floor, also with Tanner Close and Avery Paddock. Left wing Gutierrez, back underneath to Mills. Over to Gutierrez, left side to Mills as they play the two-man game. Now they swing it around the right-hand side to Krause. Krause got the ball, hooked his pocket. Joel Day. Day brings it up, 3-on-2, stops at the left wing, and now he'll set up the offense with Devin Young between the circles. Young with it, hands it off to Paddock. Paddock goes on the left wing to Cedric Woods. Looked underneath for Young, gets it back on the left-hand side to Day, and Day will orchestrate the offense. Back out to Devin Young, they'll reset. Young on the right side, Tanner Close, looked underneath for Paddock, gets the top of the key to Young, inside to Paddock in the lane, spins to his right, put it up with the right hand, no good, and the rebound taken down by Matt Krause. Krause gets it up the floor to Gutierrez, and he'll be fouled as Joel Day bodied up to him on the way to the bucket. That's the first foul against Joel here in the ball game, and the third against the Mount with 13:25 to go in the ball game. 54-49 Franklin. Krause is out of the ball game now, and checking back in is Jordan Anderson, who was scoreless in the first half, the 5'10" senior. Into the lane is Gordon Kennedy. He puts it up and in, and he's fouled. Kennedy fouled by Joel Day. That'll be his second. Kennedy, with 4 points in the ball game, extends the lead to 7, and Kennedy goes line right looking to make it 8, puts it on the rim, no good, and the rebound Devin Young, and now there'll be a foul called underneath on the rebound, and that is against Peyton Mills, and that is his first. Third against Franklin as a team, 7-point lead by the Grizz. And Woods will bring it across from right to left into the front court with a right-hand dribble. Woods stops at the right of the front court. Now backs out against the 1-3-1 trap. Over to Close on the sideline. Bounce pass to Paddock in the lane. Down into the left corner to Devin Young. Young will drive inside the lane. He comes to a jump stop. Put it up, no good. Young got his own rebound. Trying to put it back up. He will, and he's fouled, but it won't go. Boy, Young may have gotten away with a huge European step to the bucket as he came to the jump stop. Foul is called against Mills. That is his second. And Young will go line left. He's got 6 tonight. And he eyes it line left, put it up and in. Devin with 7. These two teams will meet again on February the 19th. That's a Wednesday night, 7:30 tip-off in Franklin. Second one by Young, good again. Young with 8. and it's 56-51, Franklin. Kennedy the other way from left to right. He's logging a lot of minutes tonight. Kennedy with the dribble on the left wing. He's still with the yo-yo. Gets it over to Gutierrez. Now on the right-hand side to Jordan Anderson. Back out to Gutierrez, top of the key. To Anderson. Anderson looking down low. Gets the ball to Mills on the right baseline. Spins it over on the left-hand side to Cale Morris in the corner. Back out front to Gutierrez at the wing. Dribbles left to the lane. Stops. Back out to Morris. Left baseline for the three in the corner. Got it. Cale Morris has got 13, and every time Franklin needs a bucket, they get it. They lead it by 8, 59-51, 12-15 to go in the ballgame. Young bounce pass underneath the close, thrown right into the hands of Anderson. Anderson will bring it up the other way, gets it over to Morris for the left wing three, hit the front iron, no. Rebound taken down by Devin Young. Young picks up the rebound. He's got 4 tonight, and they need a lot more out of him. And now Cedric Woods gets the basketball, and he'll take a timeout. 11:58 left to go in this ball game from the Harrington Center in Cincinnati. Your score, Franklin 59, the Mount 51 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
At Mount St. Joseph University, we're on a mission to make sure every single student succeeds in their career. With one teacher for every 11 students, our world-class professors and career counselors will ensure that you not only graduate, but get placed in the career you dreamed of. In fact, 98% of our undergraduates and 100% of our graduate students are working in their field within 6 months of graduation. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
Decided a tattoo you had done isn't for you anymore, but you don't want to go through the long, tedious, and sometimes painful removal process? Now you can have it removed using the innovative Pico Way laser technology from Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers. They're on the leading edge of tattoo removal. Located in Greater Cincinnati at 119 Fairfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky. Schedule a free consultation today by calling 866-219-0672. Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers.
11:58. Boy, you hope this game, if it doesn't, you hope this game is outside of the 2-point range. Because there was a bucket by Peyton Metters that was missed in that first half. And that was the discrepancy at halftime, but they never could discover where it was. 59-51 your score, 11:58 left to go. And the Lions have Thomas back out on the floor with Paddock, Thompson, Metters, and Young. Thomas with the basketball between the circles. Lions down by 8 on the right wing. Peyton Metters to the top of the key, gets it over to Thomas underneath the Young, left of the lane. Young backing in against Mills. He'll stop it, pop it from 5, got it. Young with 10. Lions down by 6, 59-53. Coming the other way as Ismail Jones has just checked in for Franklin. They've got Morris out on the floor along with Gutierrez. Anderson's got the basketball right now at the free throw line. He gets a bounce pass on the right-hand side to Mills. Mills, or check, yes, that is Mills. Mills backing it against Young. Left-hand hook shot, good from 5. Peyton Mills, the reigning Heartland Conference Player of the Week, has got 14, and it's 61-53. Lions cannot be content to just trade baskets. Coming the other way, on a jump stop, coming Brady Thomas on a nice feed from Young, and he lays in his 13th point of the ball game. 61-55, 10:55 remaining to go in the game. Jones out front near the center circle. Right-hand side, Anderson looking down low. Tried to get it to Mills, got it to him, laid it up on the right side, laid it up and in. Mills has got 16. Lions trying to overplay Mills, and it proved to be their disadvantage on that possession. Young gets it back over to Paddock. Paddock feeds right wing to Metters. Back to Paddock, top of the key. Lobs a pass underneath the Young and went over his head and out of bounds. That's 10 turnovers in the ballgame on the Lions. 63-55, 10.5 remaining to go in this ballgame. Lions will be at Defiance on Saturday, 12:45 with the pregame. We'll do both the women's and men's game for you on Saturday afternoon, 1 and 3 o'clock. Anderson, left of the circle, back out top of the key to Gutierrez. On the left wing, it goes to Ishmael Jones. Jones looking down low, and he tried to feed a pass to him, but it got kicked away by Brady Thomas. So they'll reset the shot clock to 20 with 10:15 remaining. Tanner Close, after a quick rest, will check out, and Devin Young will get another rest. 10:15 left to go. Putting it in play will be Gutierrez in the front court, and he does to Jones. Gets it back over on the left-hand side to Morris, and Morris threw it Thought he threw it away and passed Mills, but evidently Tanner Close got his foot on the basketball, and it'll give it back to Franklin, left of their own bucket on the baseline. Putting it in play, Jones, left of the lane to Gutierrez near the free throw line. Backs up now into the lane, turnaround 10-footer inside the key, got it. Gutierrez has got 15 in the ball game, and now it's a 10-point Franklin lead. Thomas brings it into the front court to Paddock. Paddock jabs left, goes right, hands it off to Close on the left wing. Thompson back to Close, top of the key. Close looking on the right, gets it back off to Metters, top of the key. Paddock. Paddock with it now off to Brady Thomas. Spins it over to Close, top of the key. Paddock. Paddock with 9 on the shot clock, and Thomas carried the basketball. Lions got 6 turnovers in this second half already. They had 5 in the entire first half. 9:39 remaining. 65-55, and Franklin, their largest lead of the afternoon, has been 12 points. That was in the first half, and they'll try to match that or surpass it on this possession. Right corner, Krause, he's going to try to do it. No good. And the rebound taken down underneath by Mills, and he put it right back up and in. Boy, Franklin is just dominating the glass here this evening. 67-55. Paddock with a free throw line, crossover dribble, left of the lane, laid it up, got it, and he's fouled. Boy, the Lions need more of that. Foul will be called on Mills. That's his third. 5th against Franklin as a team. Paddock has got 8 in the ball game, and he'll go to the line looking for 9. Remember, he's playing with that bum left thumb as shooting hand. Put that one up too hard off the back iron. Rebound taken down by Matt Krause. He's got 6 rebounds tonight. Up the floor, Kennedy behind the back dribble to the top of the circle. Stops at the wing, left of the lane. It goes to Mills. Mills got it knocked free. Back out to Kennedy. Feeds it over to Anderson. Left corner 3. Got it. Anderson with 3, and Franklin's in a groove now. They lead it by 13, 70-57, 8:46 remaining. With it on the right side is Tanner Close, top of the key, Thomas. Thomas with it, hands it off to Metters. Metters between the circles, to the left of the circle, back over to Thompson. Thompson's going to pop the long 3, left wing, no good. Rebound comes out long. Kennedy, Gordon got it. Kennedy dribbles it all the way up the floor, layup with the left hand, good. Nobody for the Lions. Everybody expected somebody else to get the rebound, and Kennedy said, if you guys aren't going to go get it, I will. And he got the bucket out of it. It's a 15-point Franklin lead. Timeout, Mount. 8:20 to go in this ball game. It's now Franklin 72, the Mount St. Joseph Lions 57 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
Life should be enjoyed, so get up and start. At Iron Sharpens Iron Personal Training, they develop a healthy relationship with you and provide a positive, encouraging environment to train. The staff at Iron Sharpens Iron will set up a personal training system that fits you and you alone. And your first session is free. Are you ready to have fun and get in shape? Iron Sharpens Iron serves the greater Cincinnati area. Check them out at isi-pt.com. That's isi-pt.com. Or call them today at 513-748-1538. Every day is a great day at the Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza. The Wishbone Tavern still serves the best wings and burgers in town, but now they offer brunch on Saturday and Sunday starting at 10 a.m. And for your next event, use the Wishbone Tavern's party room, capable of holding up to 60 people. Contact Nicole for a reservation. With a menu full of fresh ingredients, hand-breaded appetizers, and a relaxed family-type atmosphere, your good time will begin when you walk in the door. The Wishbone Tavern in the Delhi Plaza, a proud member of the community. Open Monday through Friday at 11, Saturday and Sunday at 10.
Well, the Lions will be left with just 2 timeouts left, a 30 and a 60. Gary Prather has got 4 of his TOs remaining. Metters will put the ball in play right in front of the Mount bench, and he does to Brady Thomas here on the near side. Thomas with him between the circles. And Anderson has gone back to a 2-3 zone on the left-hand side. Metters got the ball knocked free by Kennedy, and it goes out of bounds. And it will stay with the Mount near the half-court stripe. Metters will put it in play in the front court on the far side. And he does to Brady Thomas. Right side to Metters. Back to Thomas. Left of the lane, Devin Young, and Young is going to be fouled on the floor. And the foul will be called against Kyle Meyer, who's into the ball game now for Franklin, a 6'5 senior, averaging a point a ball game. So Meyer picks up the foul. And that is the 6th against Franklin as a team. Danny Goggins is back into the ballgame. And leaving is Kyle Meyer. He just came in, picked up a foul, and now he'll leave. Inbounds pass made to Tanner Close. He'll drive left baseline underneath against Kraus. Gets it back out front to Metters. Over on the left-hand side to Reese Thompson. To Devin Young. Young dribbles right baseline. Double teamed on the baseline. Now he's going to put it up and in. Young found himself open after the double team. He's got 12, and it's 72-59. Lions again down by 13. That 15-point lead was Franklin's largest of the ball game. Anderson bounce pass to Goggins right of the lane. Back to Anderson, right wing outside the arc. Anderson dribbles up into the key to the left-hand side. He'll spin, kicks it back over on the left-hand side to Kennedy Borden, and a 3-second violation will be called against Franklin. Unofficially, that's just the 9th turnover of the ball game against the Grizz. They had 6 in the first half. They've cut that in half here in the second. Thompson with it between the circles. Bounce pass to Devin Young. Young with the top of the key. Hands it off to Thompson. On the right sideline, Brady Thomas. Thomas gets it over to Devin Young, hands it off to Close. Close back over on the right-hand side to Metters, back to Close. Top of the key to the left of the lane, stops, 5 on the shot clock. Top of the key, Young, he'll stop, pop the three-pointer, and missed everything. No foul call, and the rebound taken down by Goggins. Up the floor to Gutierrez, to the left of the lane, back out front to Kraus for the 3, drilled it. Kraus has got 14 in the ball game, 75-59 Franklin, 6:40 remaining. Young with it, top of the circle. Gets it back to Close. Close on the right wing, over to Metters, underneath to Devin Young on the reverse layup with the left hand, good. Young's got 14 in the ball game to lead the, well, not lead the way. Tanner Close had 18 points in the first half, and Tanner leads the way for the Lions. With it on the left-hand side, Anderson. Anderson, top of the key. On the right wing, it goes to Gutierrez. Gutierrez looking down low. Feeds it off on the left-hand side to Kennedy. Kennedy dribbles down to the left baseline. Lost the handle, but now brings it out to the wing. Now to Kraus. Double teamed left of the lane. Out front to Gutierrez. 4 in the shot clock. Gutierrez to the left elbow. Fall away 17-footer. Missed everything. It goes out of bounds. And the shot clock violation gives it back to the Lions. That possession did not make Kerry Prather very happy. Gutierrez will leave the ball game. And checking back into the lineup will be Kyle Morris. Morris is back in. Joel Day's into the ballgame now for the Lions also. Sitting down, Reese Thompson. Top of the key, Tanner Close. Back over to Joel Day. Underneath to Devin Young. Touch pass going to Brady Thomas. Left wing for the 3. Hit the front iron. No good. And the rebound taken down by Matt Kraus. He's got 7 tonight. Off the floor. On the left-hand side is Morris for the 3. Spun it in and out. No good. And the rebound taken down by Devin Young. Young clears it up the floor to Thomas into the front court in front of the scorer's table. Now back out to Young. Feeds it underneath to Thomas on the back door. Laid it up and in. Brady's got 15 in the ball game. Lions have found that to be their most effective offensive play tonight, but they haven't run it enough. 75-63. They're down by 12. Morris to the free throw line. Right of the lane to Mills. Back out to Morris. Left wing Kennedy. Now back out front. It goes to Mills, or excuse me, to Kraus. He put up a runner in the lane. No good, and a foul is called. His bodies are collapsing all over the floor. Metters is down on the baseline. Kraus had to pick himself up. And the foul is called on Peyton Mills, and that will be his 4th. And that puts Franklin over the limit. So going to the other end of the court is Peyton Metters. He's got 2 points tonight on 2 of 2 from the line. He'll shoot 1 and 1. Put it up and good. Peyton with 3 in the ball game. And it's 75-64. 5:07 to go. Still plenty of time. Second one, good again. Metters has got 4. And he'll leave the ball game. And Paddock is back into the contest. 75-65, 10-point Franklin lead. They have the basketball. 5 minutes exactly to go in the ball game. On the right side, Cale Morris hands it off to Anderson. Dribbles inside the lane to Goggins, right side. Goggins right of the lane, into the lane. Kicks it back out front to Borden Kennedy. Kennedy into the lane. Spins to his right. Back out front to Anderson. 8 on the shot clock. Out front it goes to Morris for the three, no good, but the rebound came way out front to Kennedy. And then the right side three by Anderson, no good. Goggins kicked it off into the corner to Thomas. He got hit, no foul called, and he dribbled it out of bounds off his knee.
Just grab it. This is Brady. That's what he's going to do.
So Franklin will get the basketball.
Just grab it.
75-65, and Franklin gets it right at their own bucket. They inbound the ball to Kennedy. Kennedy is going to shoot the 15-footer all alone. Got it. No good, and the rebound taken down by Joel Day. Day gets it off to Thomas. 4:20 remaining. Lions can cut it to single digits. To Paddock. Paddock top of the circle on the right-hand side to Thomas. Thomas back to Young. Young hands it back off to Thomas. Pump fake. Dribbles left of the circle. Back to Close. Over to Thomas. 12 on the shot clock. Thomas with it. Spins. Fall away 15-footer. No good. Not the shot that Toby Kerrigan wanted. And then a rebound pulled off the floor by Cale Morris. Gets it now into the front court to Kennedy. Kennedy with it. Now backs it out into the center circle. Kennedy with the right-hand dribble. Now he's going to reset again. He does a lot of dribbling out front. He'll drive it inside the lane. Spins back to his right. Off to Morris. Morris drives left to the lane, and a hand check foul will be called against the Lions. And that will be their 5th team foul. That's going to be on Paddock. That's his first. So just a common foul. Franklin will put it in bounds. They'll reset the shot clock to 20. 3:44 remaining. Inbounds past Morris. Left baseline from 18. Just inside the arc. No good. Goggins got the rebound again. Gets it back out front to Kennedy. Kennedy feeds it over to Morris. Left sideline, to the left of the lane, to the free throw line, to the right of the lane. Got the ball stripped away, taken away by Tanner Close. Gets it off to Devin Young. Lions down by 10. 3:25 remaining to go in the ball game. With it is Young. Young between the circles. Tried to get a backdoor pass to Thomas, but feeds it off on the left-hand side to Joel Day. Day, bounce pass to Young. Young at the left wing, to the left of the lane, spins to the baseline. Fall away 10-footer, no good. And the rebound taken down by Jordan Anderson. Gets it up the floor to Kennedy. Kennedy for Franklin with the ball in the lead of 10 points with 3 minutes to go. Left corner, Kraus. Kraus with it, dribbles left baseline. He's going to be shut off by Close. Fed it back out front to Kennedy. Kennedy almost lost it on the sideline, and now a foul is going to be called on Brady Thomas. And then Brady just shoved Kennedy to the floor, and I don't think anybody even saw it. So going line right will be Franklin. Goggins is going to check out. Gutierrez is in. Both Goggins and Kraus will leave. Gutierrez is into the ball game, and so is Mills again. Mills is in with those 4 persons. 2:50 left to go in the ball game. Gutierrez will put it in play. Shot clock at 20. 10-point Franklin lead. We've been at 75-65 for about 2 minutes. With it is Kennedy on the 2-man game. Gets it back off to Mills, and an offensive foul is going to be called on Cale Morris as he pushed off. Morris with his first personal. 2:44 remaining. Franklin trying to let the Lions get back into this one, but they're not taking advantage of the opportunities. Bringing it up as Woods between the circles, Young. Young gets it off to Day. Day looking backdoor over to Paddock. Paddock back out front to Day. Day looking underneath, can't find anyone. Now back to Day, top of the circle to Joel Day. Day with it. He'll stop, pop it from 15. Left wing, got it. Joel Day, his first 2. Lions have cut it to 8, 75-67. 2:20 remaining in the ball game. With it, Gutierrez, bounce pass right of the lane to Mills. Back out front to Gordon Kennedy. He'll shoot the 3. Won't go. Rebound, Avery Paddock. Lions can cut it to 6. Up the floor is Day. Day gets it back to Young, top of the circle. Hands it off to Joel Day. He'll pop the 3. Got it! Joel Day with 5. Lions have cut it to 5. 75-70. A minute 52 to go in the ball game. On the left is Gutierrez, all the way to the hole. Stops right of the lane. Will pick up his dribble. Back out front to Anderson. Now left of the front court to Gordon Kennedy. He'll drive left of the lane. Lay it up with the left hand. Good, and he's fouled. Kennedy decided to create on the left-hand side, and he got the bucket to go, and he'll be fouled by Cedric Woods. Kennedy Boy, he has got control of this offense. He's got 8 points on the night, and he'll go line right trying to complete the three-point play. He's put Franklin up 77-70 with 1:39 to go. Kennedy, the free throw, missed it off the front iron. Rebound taken down by Devin Young. Into the front court comes Joel Day. Lions down by 7. Young, top of the circle. Bounce pass to Day. Laid it up too hard. And the rebound taken down by Krause. Krause gets it up the floor into the left-hand side to Gutierrez all the way to the hole. And it's going to be an offensive foul called against Gutierrez as he ran right over Tanner Close. Gutierrez with his second. And the Lions will have the basketball back. Boy, Tanner Close just stood right there and accepted the offensive foul by Gutierrez. Gutierrez was not going to be stopped. They lead it by 7, 77-70. Brady Thomas is going to come in. Cedric Woods will leave. 1:22 remaining. Lions have got 2 timeouts left. Franklin with 4. Lions will roll it in. Thomas will pick it up into the front court. Off to Devin Young in the center circle. Young, top of the key. Hands it off to Close. On the left wing to Day. Day underneath to Devin Young all alone. Laid it up and in. Devin Young was 16. Lions down by 5 again. 1:07 to go in the ball game. The other way comes Kennedy. Kennedy on the right side. Now spins to his right. Gets it on the left sideline to Morris. Morris top of the circle. Morris with the dribble. Looking, hands it off to Kennedy. Kennedy dribbles in against Thomas all the way to the hole. He'll lay it up, won't go, and a foul will be called on Brady Thomas. So the foul on Brady, and that will be his 4th. And going line right will be Kennedy. He came in shooting 87% from the stripe. He's got 8 in the ball game, and he puts that one up, and it is good. Kennedy with 9, and they've pretty much stayed on their average tonight. Second one, good again. Kennedy with 10. 2 for 3 from the stripe. Lions down by 7, under a minute to go. With it is Young. Hands it off to Paddock. Paddock is going to drive right of the lane all the way to the hole. Laid it up and in. Timeout taken by the Lions. Avery Paddock's got 10 in the ball game off the bench. 79-74 Franklin. 43.9 seconds to go in the ball game when we return on UltimateSportsTalk.com. Minutemen Staffing in Cincinnati has been helping companies large and small meet their production challenges for over 35 years. What makes Minutemen Staffing different? The people. Minutemen Staffing has learned never to take a customer for granted. We feel a sense of honor and humility giving you an opportunity to work. Learn what sets us apart from the other staffing agencies. Minutemen Staffing, located in Fairfield at 6600 Dixie Highway. Minutemen Staffing. Call today, 579-0010. Decided a tattoo you had done isn't for you anymore, but you don't want to go through the long, tedious, and sometimes painful removal process? Now you can have it removed using the innovative Pico Way laser technology from Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers. They're on the leading edge of tattoo removal. Located in Greater Cincinnati at 119 Fairfield Avenue in Bellevue, Kentucky. Schedule a free consultation today by calling 866-219-0672. Invisible Ink Tattoo Removers. 79-74. If they ever turn the camera on us up here during a timeout, I'm in trouble. 43.9 seconds to go. Don't ever do it. 79-74. There have been so many things that have happened to me during timeouts this year. Yeah, barbecue sauce brings to mind. 43.9 seconds to go. Franklin leads up by 5. They have the basketball in the backcourt. Lions will put on the full court pressure. Inbound stolen away by Woods. Woods gets it off the Paddock. Right corner shot, no good. Rebound Young in the lane. Young back out to Thomas. He'll drive right to the lane all the way to the hole. Put it up. It's high and it won't go. Missed everything but a foul called. Cedric Woods just came up with a play of the night for the Lions. And that foul's going to be, if that's on Mills, he's gone. Nope, it's going to be on Morris. They're going to call it on Morris, and that is his second personal foul. And going line left will be Thomas. He'll be shooting 2. Brady with 15 tonight. Eyes it from line left. Shoots it. Got it. Thomas with 16. Boy, if this thing comes down to a 2-point game, wow. Thomas line left, eyes it, spins it, shoots it, got it. Thomas has got 17 in the ball game. Lions down by 3, and a foul is going to be called on Paddock. And that'll be his second. But the Lions have to do that. That's their 9th team foul, so it'll be a 1-and-1 situation for Borden Kennedy. Kennedy 2 for 3 from the stripe, 31.6 seconds to go in the game. 79-76. Lions have 1 timeout left, Franklin 4. Kennedy, line right, shoots it, got it. Kennedy's got 11. It's come down to a free throw shooting contest. Eyes it again. Kennedy from line right. Puts it back up, got it again. He's got 12, 4 from the line, 81-76, a half a minute to go. Thomas comes up, bounce pass to Woods, right corner, back out to Young, top of the key. Young gets it off to Thomas. Thomas looks back door, gets it off to Close, underneath to Young. Young puts it up, got it! Young with 18. Lions use their final time out. And I think that's going to be a full, and it will be. 18.3 to go in the ball game. Lions, do they have a miracle left in it? It's Franklin 81, Mount 78 on UltimateSportsTalk.com.
At Mount St. Joseph University, our mission is to provide students with an affordable, world-class education in a safe, comfortable, private school setting. Discover your potential. Discover the Mount at msj.edu/admissions.
Life should be enjoyed, so get up and start. At Iron Sharpens Iron Personal Training, they develop a healthy relationship with you and provide a positive, encouraging environment to train. The staff at Iron Sharpens Iron will set up a personal training system that fits you and you alone. And your first session is free. Are you ready to have fun and get in shape? Iron Sharpens Iron serves the greater Cincinnati area. Check them out at isi-pt.com. That's isi-pt.com. Or call them today at 513-748-1538. Lions have no timeouts left. Kerry Prather's got 1. Boy, these teams are going to play one more this year, and that'll be Wednesday night, February the 19th. And that'll be at Franklin. That's going to be after Valentine's Day, guys, so you want to get a Valentine's Day ticket? Get a ticket to this one at Franklin in about 5 weeks. 81-78 Franklin. Inbounds pass made to Kennedy. Kennedy is going to be fouled by Paddock. Lions had to go for the steal off the inbounds, and if they didn't get it, foul immediately. They've got to play the foul and shoot game. That's the 3rd on Paddock and the 10th on the Lions as a team. Kennedy will go line right. He's hit 4 of 5 free throws tonight. He'll shoot 2. He's got 12 points. It's a 3-point Franklin lead. Make it 4. That's 13 in the ball game for Kennedy. Lions have battled back from a 12-point deficit in the first half and a 15-point deficit here in the second half. Kennedy's second one, good again. He's got 14. And it's a 5-point deficit now, 83-78. Lions got to put up a 3. Thomas got it to Young. Young lost it. Up the floor to Kennedy, all the way to the hole. Laid it up and in. That should do it. Kennedy with 16 in the ball game, 85-78. The other way, Paddock all the way to the hole. He'll lay it up and in. And your final score tonight, after Franklin inbounds the basketball, and they will. Your final score here this evening, Franklin 85, Mount St. Joseph 80. The Lions will play at Defiance on Saturday, and Franklin will go to Manchester on Saturday at 2 o'clock. Franklin now, their record goes to 10-4 on the year. They're 6-1 in the Heartland Conference, while the Lions losing streak moves to 5 games. They are now 3-11 on the year, 1-6 in the Heartland Conference. They'll be at Defiance on Saturday. Your final score once again, Franklin 85, the Mount 80. I'm Dave Mitchell. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah.